Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at IX Web Hosting. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com to get up to 40% off your first year of the best hosting on the planet. Today's episode of Dueling Dialogue is brought to you by Saucy Eva. GMA's marinade is coming soon to a plate near you to gourmetize your meats and proteins. Coming to you from that once-forgotten artery that pulses through the center of the continental United States and into the heart of the Ozarks, Grace Matthews. Looking in from the northern border, our Canadian friend, along with his countrymen feeling the effects of U.S. political issues, Connor Murphy.
Welcome to Dueling Dialogues, episode 78. I'm Connor Murphy here with Grace Matthews in Springfield, Missouri. Hi, Grace. How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
All right. It's gloomy here today, again.
Well, it's gloomy in the United States, even with the sun shining.
Ooh, how's that happen?
Everything is wrong.
Oh, no.
Okay, we are coming up on the Oscars weekend.
Yes, we are.
Which means there will be nothing but a bitch fest from Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay? The MeToo movement will be honored or drugged down, however you want to look at it. It'll be all about guns, gun control, and Trump bashing. So this will be the weekend, and I contend that the Me Too movement is complete and utter failure.
Wow, that's surprising.
I mean, I am trying to find something about it that was a winner, that someone came out ahead, someone's better, and I really can't. Okay? You took down some bad guys, okay? Basically, they're just having to switch jobs. It's not a lasting effect. Bill O'Reilly is already working with Newsmax pretty much every day.
Yeah.
He's been on CNN a couple of times. Now, you got to remember, this all started with Bill O'Reilly.
Right.
All the liberal news agencies, including the New York Times, CNN, MSNBC, NBC, wanted to take him down because they claimed he is the real reason Trump won. You know, I don't know how many real reasons we need or real reasons we need for Hillary losing. Nevertheless, they set out to go after his advertisers, which we know what the trickle-down effect of that's been.
Yeah.
And that hadn't been good for anybody.
Nobody.
Because now if advertisers don't like something you say or you do, they go, well, we're going to pull our ads.
Yep.
Whether it is a show like ours, the Today Show, it doesn't matter. Now they're boycotting the NRA.
Yeah.
What's next? So you got Bill O'Reilly. He paid off some people. He lost his job at Fox. You know, he suffered a little.
A little.
And then you had some other people taken down. Now you've got Weinstein, who, I mean, how did that even happen? That was more of a trade-off.
I don't know. He's still walking around free, too.
Exactly. Then you got Matt Lauer, who was a real jerk.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stories reported on him was nothing short of rape.
Yeah, pretty much.
Still, he's going to be going back to work. Word has it, he's going to go to CNN.
Wow.
Sucker says, well, he's the best.
Huh.
As soon as his non-compete runs out, he's going to go back.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Where did this get women? Because the minute Matt Lauer goes back to work in the industry, the Me Too movement is a failure.
Yeah.
And then what about all the guys that have been taken down because they had a bad date?
Yeah.
Or they said something a little stupid. Or, I don't know, I don't even think asking someone out for drinks is stupid. I mean,
but they paid for it.
They paid for it.
Still paying for it.
We had a local guy that paid for it. They said, if you don't step down, we're going to find something. We're going to call everybody that's worked for you and find something.
Wow.
Literally, that's the word. And, a couple of years ago, I would have said, oh, no, that's just a rumor. I don't know.
Huh. That is not a step in the right direction. By summer,
the Me Too movement's over, and it's not even a story. We're not talking about it anymore except as a failure.
Huh.
I don't want it to be a failure.
No, nobody does.
And it has been a very important story to our listeners.
Yeah, but I see your point. I mean, it really is a failure.
Yeah,
I mean, if these guys go back to work, what did it do? anything?
I mean, it brought Bill Clinton back in the limelight, but that's all. I mean, not much.
Right.
Not much. It's just an opportunity to talk about him and the stuff he did and the stuff he probably continues to do.
Right.
It didn't change anything.
Right.
It really didn't. And that's sad.
It is. It definitely is.
And it's been a bad week. Now, generally, I'm a supporter of Trump's, but this week he's making me cringe.
Huh.
This tariff on steel, 25 cents, 10 cents on aluminum.
That has me question a lot, too.
Oh, my gosh. I mean,
understand
the timing. I understand it. I understand we need to even out our trade agreements with our countries, excuse me. You know, they're not fair. They're imbalanced. But steel and aluminum right now, before midterms, you know, that affects our relationship most with China. And we need China to deal with North Korea.
Right.
So I just can't fathom. I mean, it's also going to push the price of automobiles out of sight.
Yeah. Not only will it affect jobs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When you push the automobile business or you flush it down the toilet for any period of time, it affects the whole economy. We've already got a little stalemate in the housing market in most places.
Right.
It was booming in December. It was booming in November. Now it's just sort of fallen off a cliff. Now, some of that has to do with the rising interest rates, which was already going to affect the car market.
Right.
Why is he doing this?
Not
now. I would have waited till midterms were over. Let this economy stabilize. Let us have a moment with a good economy before you drive it into the ground. The stock market hates it.
Yeah. 420 is what it dropped. I don't know why I remember that number, but I do.
Begging with prayer hands. Please rethink this.
Yeah.
Please.
I don't know where his head was when he was thinking this. I read that yesterday. I was like, what?
Yeah, we know where his head was. We just don't know when it's going to get out.
Yeah, true.
Between that and him going after the NRA the other day, and I know you would go after the NRA, but it really will hurt midterms. Now, if the conservatives do not win the midterms, we hit a stalemate in the government.
Right.
Nothing gets done.
Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely nothing. And we're back to that, which we basically spent 8 years with Obama not doing anything. Okay? That means we don't protect ourselves from, these guys coming in with guns and shooting up schools.
Yeah.
Nothing will get done. Speaking of, there's another shooter on the loose. He is a 19-year-old who shot 2 people in the college dorm at Central Michigan University. He is on the loose. Cops are looking for him. 2 people are dead.
Another one. That was quick.
That was very quick. And apparently there was a student in Ohio that they did thwart his plan. He was supposed to have the biggest shooting ever planned.
Oh.
They did.
I didn't hear this one.
Yeah. It really hasn't gotten too much press. So,
of course.
I mean, I guess I stopped one. Thank goodness for whoever in Ohio didn't drop the ball like they did in Florida.
Well, you think that they would be bragging about it, or that I would have heard about it at least.
I tell you what, there's so much news this week. People are so concerned about this tariff and such that, I don't know. And then you got to remember that the president's I don't know what you would call her, Hope Hicks, is leaving the White House.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that yesterday.
She has been with Trump since the beginning of his campaign. I mean, she would run around pressing his chute while he was in it.
Yeah.
So that's a big story, too. And it's been one story right after another this week. There's also been a lot of attention given to Billy Graham. They just had his service a couple of hours ago. God rest his soul. If I didn't have such a allergy thing going today, I would sing Amazing Grace. There's nothing, sweeter than a Jew singing Amazing Grace. Yeah. But Billy Graham was cool. I mean, he brought people from every religion together. For those people that figure out this stuff, they say that he preached to more people than Jesus did. I don't know how they know that, but so, I mean, you got to give him credit.
True.
Amazing man. God rest his soul, May he rest in peace. Neat family. I think one of his sons has a charity called Shepherd's Purse, and it is a really neat charity that makes up boxes for kids all around the world that are suffering. And so, a lot of good comes out of that, whether you are a Christian or not. The charities that come out of those religions are sometimes very amazing.
Good. Well, that's nice to see.
Yeah, it is. But Will and Grace, I used to love Will and Grace. I haven't watched the new show, now that they're older. But they've got everybody upset.
Oh.
Because they made a joke about Senator John McCain and Senator Lindsey Graham, having a gay relationship.
Okay.
So they have upset the apple cart, even the liberal apple cart. So that's a little interesting. And I'm sure that John McCain or Lindsey Graham appreciates that very much.
Yeah, no, I don't think they will.
But they really need to focus on stupid Equifax in the Senate. There needs to be some sort of law or punishment. Here they had another 2.5 million accounts that were breached a while back, and now they're just telling us about it. Now that's on top of the others. And you got to remember that Equifax is the credit reporting agencies. They have everything.
Yeah.
I mean, your mother's maiden name, everywhere you've lived, every account you've ever taken out, your education,
The whole meal deal.
It is. And that's scary. Very scary.
And that was almost a year ago? And they're just coming out now to say, well, it's actually bigger than it was? Wow.
Exactly.
Unreal.
But it's a cruel week. Mike Huckabee, who I really kind of like, he's, we border Arkansas. He was the governor of Arkansas. He is a real, actually, rock and roll and country music fan. He plays a guitar, has always had a band. He was named to the Country Music Board in Nashville. Well, about the moment he was named, everyone started griping that he suffered from religious intolerance.
Okay.
Oh, I love these terms, don't you? There's political problems, but mostly they thought he was against gay marriage. So he just, maybe lasted a day and he resigned. He said, I don't need this.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
Unreal.
I mean, the things we think that are going to solve problems.
Yeah.
Kentucky is going to tax pain pills by the pill, 25 cents per pill. Now, I'm pretty sure that those people walking up at the pharmacy with their prescriptions aren't the drug dealers they're going after or the drug users. They're probably cancer patients.
Wow.
So talk about opportunists.
That makes zero sense. Like, how is that going to make things better? Here, we'll charge you more money to be an addict.
Well, you know what? And a lot of cancer patients don't really have money coming in.
No.
They can't afford it.
No, they've just had to sell their house.
Sick, or, hand it over to the bank or something. I mean, they're really tragic stories. I used to take someone to cancer treatments, and you know what I'm talking about. The stories you hear there.
Yeah. The
things that are going on with them, people that are just a secondary issue to the cancer.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Isn't the cancer bad enough? Or when anybody's sick or in pain, period. Are you kidding me? I think they've made way too big a deal out of the actual pill form, because a lot of heroin addicts say, well, I got started because, I had my wisdom teeth taken out and the doctor gave me 10 hydrocodons. Are you really? Yeah. I don't know that it happens that easy. I think, and to me, I've had to take painkillers before, and, I don't, of course, they make you feel better.
It's too bad.
They make want to run out and get a needle and start shooting myself up.
Yeah. It's too bad all the addicts out there didn't have that 25-cent tax per pill, because they wouldn't be addicts nowadays.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have solved it all.
Yeah, well, how stupid did that sound? That's how stupid that law is. I mean, it's the illegal opiates that are entering the country from China that are the problem. Wow.
Exactly. Good point. Good point. I mean, people will do anything. And there was a high school teacher that was fired because he lied about being a Purple Heart recipient.
Wow.
Are you really? Why would you do that? Why would you say that? I mean, where does it get you? A couple of pats on the back, and you're going to have to lose your job over that? And think about the guys that really do get injured on the battlefield.
Yeah.
And earn the Purple Heart. How much are you diminishing those people?
Yep.
It's crazy. Oh, and here is another crazy one that just came across. A California couple is being accused of child cruelty. They had their children living in the middle of the desert in 4 shipping containers with 30 cats. Oh. There were 3 children, 11, 14, and 15, a mom and a dad, human excrement, trash, and 30 cats.
Unreal.
The children were malnourished and dehydrated.
Wow.
It's despicable. Unreal. There are pictures out there. It's very despicable. Wow. So normally, we like to, can you give us something that isn't horrible today?
Yeah.
Because I'm tapped out, as you can tell.
It has been a really frustrating week, that's for sure. There's been a lot of crappy news.
It really, really has been.
Need to watch a movie or something. Maybe we can watch Bruce Willis's new film.
Oh, yeah. And he's just going to get us all upset about gun control.
Yeah.
Because he's going to shoot up everything in sight.
Yeah, pretty much.
So there's always that. You're right.
Yeah. But on a funny note, an
good.
Disney sculptor has, decided to take a chance at being an entrepreneur. Chuck Williams turned to Kickstarter in order to crowdfund a mass production of this truly delightful naked Trump troll doll.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's real cute, kind of orangey in color. It's got a little phone in his little hands, and he's anatomically correct with a micro penis. So yeah, he was looking for a goal of $38,000, and after a week he had already raised $56,804. So the Trump troll doll is on the way. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. That's funny.
Yeah, just we'll find out if there's a lot of people that are practicing voodoo out there.
Oh my gosh, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah. Trump starts getting sick and, doubling over in pain and jerking around.
Could be.
We'll know that.
There's
some
voodoo
going on.
Yeah. We don't always agree.
We do agree on that. But life's a journey, and we're all in this together. Remember, do not become anyone's victim. #nobody's victim. Thanks for listening. Godspeed, Connor, and Godspeed to all of our friends out there.
Godspeed, Grace, and thanks for listening, everyone.
Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at IX Web Hosting. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com to get up to 40% off your first year of the best hosting on the planet. Today's episode of Dueling Dialogue is brought to you by Saucy Eva. GMA's marinade is coming soon to a plate near you to gourmetize your meats and proteins.